Thanks for tuning in to Channel 4 here for Blitz. I'm Brian Carter, your host. We're going to bring you a good show today. We got a few interviews for you, some highlights, and the player of the week. We're going to start out here at Lumpkin County High School. We're going to serve up the show here, I guess. No pun intended here. We're going to have a tennis interview with the Lumpkin County coaches, Alan Hogan, boys and girls head coach, and Renee Hoard, his assistant coach this year. Thank you both for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
Now, Coach, either one you want to answer, just whoever wants to answer, whatever. But both teams this year made the state playoffs, and I know that was historic for the team in the sense for the boys. They had never made state. The girls previously had made back in '81 and I believe 2002. But talk about how special this year was for both of the teams to be able to make state.
Well, indeed, it was special. Both teams finished in the middle of the pack last year in our region. We didn't get past our first round. But this year, both teams were 9-1 in the sub-region, and we had the #1 seed from our sub-region going into the region tournament. Actually, the teams were pretty pumped all year because of the success we were having. And so we went into the region tournament as the #1 seed from our side. We had good momentum going, the spirit was good, and we won both teams won the quarterfinal match, which put us automatically in the state playoffs. It was thrilling for all of us. It hasn't happened that much here, and everybody was just absolutely thrilled to get to that point. Our level of play got better and better. Naturally, you want your team to peak during tournament time, but the level of play did get better, and we were just all very thrilled, all of us.
Yeah, just covering the team was exciting this year. Now, Coach Hoard, do you have anything to add to that? From your point of view, just being assistant coach and being able to watch the teams all year, how exciting was that for you?
It was very exciting. We had a lot of kids who really stepped up, who found themselves in places they'd never been before, playing in positions that were a lot more challenging. And it was wonderful to watch them to step up to the challenge and accept it and come through.
Now, Coach Hogan, talk a little about, this is the first year that you took over the girls program. Now, you had already been the guys coach for, 3 years now, is that correct?
Yes, this is
the third year.
Yes.
And this was your first year, though, taking over the girls. What sort of expectations did you have taking over the girls team, kind of getting acclimated to them? And then, I guess, going along with the expectations, I guess, what kind of coaching philosophy did you take that was maybe different from the guys?
Well, I have been actually coaching these girls one-on-one a lot for the past 3 years. I've been working with a good many of them. I knew that there would be great athletes on this team. We had 3 seniors that were starting, so I was feeling very good about the prospects of the team from the beginning. They, in my opinion, needed a little more drill work, a little more of that sort of thing, and playing against the boys a lot. So we did a lot of that from the very beginning. So the expectations were, my whole philosophy is always develop yourself into the best player you can, and the wins will take care of themselves. I personally don't harp too much on winning and losing, but in playing the best that a player can play. And that's just the way I approach it, and it seemed to have done well with it. But these girls, I've known them all for 3 years, and really just being the head coach was kind of a natural move, because I was so familiar with them anyway.
Now, Coach Hoard, from your point of view, I guess, it's kind of a different spin-off here. Where do you see the ceiling going from here as far as trying to repeat the success that this tennis program has had, boys and girls?
Right. Honestly, I think that one of the perks of having one coach who's over both the boys and girls is our girls get to go and play guys all the time, and we get to match them up.
Right.
And I think it's making our girls stronger. They're hitting against harder players, and I think it's making them stronger. It's good that we now have a middle school program that's feeding into our high school, so I see a lot of good talent coming up, and I think that the prospects of repeating would be very positive. I think we would have a really good chance. I think it's only going to get better from here.
And talk about state playoffs. I mean, that, like you said, is very exciting for both teams to be able to accomplish that
Right.
feat this year. What was the atmosphere like, and what both of you, what did you tell your teams going into, state tournament?
Well, we talked about the level of play would be about like it was at the region playoffs. It could be better. It actually was. They understood that the challenge would be greater. They were ready for the challenge. They were very excited for it. We did not win either of our matches, but they were both competitive. So being there, now that we know what it's like, experiencing that, I don't think we'll feel like newcomers
Right.
next time around.
Yeah.
And I do hope we have next time around. So we were all very, very psyched up about going to state playoffs, actually.
And one of the things that Coach Hogan always says is the most important match is the one you're in right now.
Right.
And the most important point is the next one you have to get. And I think that's part of what makes these kids more successful is they're learning to not, oh my goodness, I'm losing, as much as, okay, I got to get the next point. I got to get the next point. And they're just learning to dig in and get where they need to go.
Well, that's a great philosophy, and obviously it worked out well for you guys this year, and we appreciate both of you being on the show.
Okay.
Thank you so much for taking some time out to be with us, and congratulations on having such a great year.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
And don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to bring in a couple of the tennis players here at Lumpkin County High School, so stick around for more Blitz.